So welcome to Result Day Live with me, Wasbir Hussain. Well, counting of ballots for 126 seats in the Assam Assembly will begin at 8 a.m. and we are expecting the first trends to emerge by 9:30 a.m. today. First, the postal ballots would be counted, and only after about half an hour to 45 minutes from the start of counting at 8 a.m. would the actual electronic voting machine counting take place. The three-phase elections in Assam began on March 27th with polls to 47 seats. The second phase on April 1 with elections to 39 seats, and the last and final phase on the 6th of April with voting for the remaining 40 seats. The turnout was high as usual, with 82% of Assam's 2.33 crore, 2 crore 33 lakh voters exercising their franchise. A total of 946 candidates contested the polls. The ruling BJP has contested 93 of the 126 seats. Ally Assam Gana Parishad fought in 29 seats, and another ally, the UPPL, has put up candidates in 11 seats. This means there has been friendly contest between the three parties in about 7 seats. The main opposition Congress on its part contested 95 of the 126 seats. Ally AIUDF is contesting 20 seats, and another of the Congress ally, the Bodoland People's Front, contested 12 seats. This means the Congress-led Mahajot too witnessed friendly fights in several seats. There has been three broad political formations this time. The BJP-led alliance with AGP and UPPL as the primary partners, the Congress-led Mahajot with the AIUDF and BPF as allies, and the coalition of two new regional parties, the Assam Jatiya Parishad and Raizor Dal. The contest was expected to have been intense, and therefore, there is a lot of interest in the results today. Well, that is the scenario. A total of 946 candidates have contested elections. They are all on tenterhooks at this point in time. Counting will begin, as I said, at 8 a.m. We have our reporters standing by in different locations. And of course, we have an eminent panel of experts and party representatives who will be joining me throughout the day in this live coverage, bringing you from the Northeast Live headquarters in Guwahati. Let's go to our reporters who are standing by in different locations. Let's have our reporters on the screen. First of all, I would like to go to you, Joydeep Hazarika, our correspondent standing by in Kokrajhar. Joydeep, very good morning to you. How is the situation? All geared up for counting?
Yes, Wasbir, good morning. And yes, it's all set. The stage is all set for the counting that is set to begin from 8 a.m. onwards. Yes, this time a lot of precautionary measures have been taken. A lot of arrangements have been done. Apart from the usual three-tier security that we have seen in Kokrajhar around this strong room, around this counting center, we are also seeing a lot of focus being put on COVID protocols, because this time the counting for these crucial state elections are taking in the midst of the onslaught of the COVID pandemic. So today, as you rightly mentioned, all the people who have gathered here, who would be going inside, they have undergone mandatory COVID test. Everyone has brought in with them a COVID report that states that they are negative. Apart from that, obviously, they also have to possess the required election commission authorized letter to go inside. But this time, definitely, this point makes this counting this counting process quite important, because in the midst of the COVID pandemic, when Assam is also facing a serious situation with each passing day, this counting process is all set to begin. As you can see, I'd like to ask my camera person to show you. Strict checking is going on. All the people, all the polling officials for the timing who are all entering, they have to show their COVID negative report. They're also being checked for their authorized cards and other documents. So the main aim for today for the authorities is that there should not be any overcrowding within the counting centers. And secondly, they have to ensure, at least on paper, that every person who is entering the premises of the counting center are COVID negative. So yes, from 8 a.m. onwards, the strong rooms will will be opened. A short while back, the postal ballot boxes had also arrived. The first rounds will start with the postal ballots. Once the postal ballot rounds end, and then the main counting for the EVM machines will start. So yes,
Right.
since this time EVM machines have been in place during the election process. So compared to the last BTC elections, we can expect the results, the trends to come in sooner. And by the second half of the day, we are all expecting to have a clear picture of actually
Absolutely.
who is leading the race to form a government in Assam.
Enjoy. Let me go to Ajit Jaiswal. Bikram, I'm coming to you. Ajit Jaiswal, very good morning to you. आप कहाँ हैं? गुवाहाटी में हैं आप, लेकिन कहाँ हैं? और गुवाहाटी में फोकस है, 4 कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी यहाँ पे है. दिसपुर में अधिक सबसे ज़्यादा वोटर्स दिसपुर कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी में ही है इस इलेक्शन में. तो आपका क्या कहना है? अभी परिस्थिति कैसा है? अभी तैयारी कैसा है काउंटिंग के लिए?
गुड मॉर्निंग वासवी, मैं इस समय मौजूद हूँ मनीराम देवान ट्रेड सेंटर में. और यहाँ पर जो गुवाहाटी मेट्रो जो जिला है उसके अंदर जो 4 विधानसभा क्षेत्र है, जालुकबारी, दिसपुर, गुवाहाटी ईस्ट और गुवाहाटी वेस्ट, उसके तहत यहाँ पर मतगणना होगी. यहाँ पर जो काउंटिंग सेंटर है मनीराम देवान ट्रेड सेंटर में, यहाँ पर काउंटिंग सेंटर बनाए गए हैं. और यहाँ पर आप मेरे पीछे देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पर जो पोलिंग जितने भी काउंटिंग एजेंट्स हैं वो अंदर जा रहे हैं. और यहाँ पर सभी यहाँ पर काफ़ी भीड़ भी है. एक सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग का पालन करते हुए उनको अंदर भेजा जा रहा है. और सभी प्रकार के उनसे जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स के जांच भी की जा रही है कि उनके पास जो कोविड नेगेटिव रिपोर्ट है या उनके पास सही दस्तावेज है या नहीं. तो यहाँ पर जो है 8 बजे से मतगणना शुरू हो जाएगी. और इस बार जो कोविड प्रोटोकॉल के तहत यहाँ पर कई सारे जो बदलाव किए गए हैं. इस बार 131% जो है आपका काउंटिंग हॉल इंक्रीज़ किया गया है, जो इस पूरे प्रक्रिया में इस बार जो काफ़ी अलग देखने को मिल रही है, क्योंकि इस बार जो कोरोना महामारी के कारण यहाँ पर काफ़ी सारे बदलाव किए गए हैं.
Let me turn to Silchar, where I am joined by our correspondent Bikram Sarkar. Bikram, good morning. Barak Valley, the focus this time is also on the Barak Valley that has 15 seats. You know, it's a chunk of seats where, you know, the BJP performed very well in the 2016 elections. Therefore, a lot of attention on the Barak Valley this time, although the alliance between the Congress and the AIUDF has taken the focus towards this group, that is the Congress and the AIUDF, and this time the BJP is not expected to do as well as it did in 2016. So, a lot of attention on the Barak Valley, 15 seats, Bikram.
Yes, a very good morning to you, Wasbir, and to our viewers today. Indeed, it's a very big day, and the focus is in Barak Valley. There are many high-profile candidates who are contesting from Barak Valley, and as you have in the beginning already mentioned that the counting will be starting with the postal ballots, and for each and every assemblies there are a separate room for postal ballot counting, and there will be a separate 2 tables for each postal ballot counting for each and every individual assembly. Wasbir, and yes, we have seen during the rallies, the campaignings, many big shots came here from both the Mahagathbandhan and from the BJP's alliance. We have seen Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma turning out with a huge, massive rally. And the first time, it was one unexpected that in Karimganj, in North Karimganj, if we talk about where Kamalaksha De Purkastha was an MLA, there the turnout of the people just to see Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma has itself explained that what will be the coming the result on this day today. Now the fate is going to open. Wasbir.
Right, absolutely. 15 seats in the Barak Valley, extremely critical for both the formations, both the BJP as well as the Congress, AIUDF combined. But Vikram, what is the prediction? What is the people talking on the ground? What is the buzz on the ground? Do you think the BJP will be able to perform as well as it did in 2016?
Well, Wasbir, it's a do and die situation here in Barak Valley and also in Kachar. We are seeing that each and every party there have tried their level best to grab the attention, to come and fulfill the attention to aspiration of the people. But if we go by the exit poll, majority of the seats are being seen that it's
Okay.
being backed by the BJP and its alliance. But after the counting starts, after 12 PM, we must say that some of the indication will be coming up.
Right.
But yes, both the sides are claiming.
Hold on, Bikram. Don't go away. I request all our correspondents to stand by. I'm coming back to them.